They're bad-mouthing me at restaurants. They're bad-mouthing me at convenience stores. I know I received an order at the Circle K off of Staples in Holly, sort of, if you will, right next to the car wash, where I like to go just about every other day for snacks, for gum, for a diet drink, something to snack on to help me manage my cravings as I try to improve my diet. And somebody ordered a bottle of wine that they do not carry. It's not a problem. Maybe they were out of it. Maybe they were mistaken. Sometimes items will be listed on the app that they do not have. Now this person started spouting off high dollar wines, which you would not normally find at a Circle K or a Walgreens. You would have to go to a liquor store or, even H-E-B. And they asked for one. It didn't exist. I sent them a picture of what was available. They asked for another. Didn't exist. I sent them another picture. Finally, I said, "Are you getting my pictures?" And they asked me, "Can you send me a picture?" Now, there are frequently glitches in the app, so this was not alarming at this point. So finally, they keep trying to just, they didn't seem tipsy. It didn't seem like they were having trouble comprehending or responding. And when I called, they did not answer the phone. So I realized something just wasn't right. So finally I said, I will go ahead and cancel the order for you. And they attempted to continue the conversation, but I was done. So I'm walking out and the clerk is just watching me. She's just watching me and she has a smirk on her face. Does she have a crush on me? Does she know something that I don't? Is this some kind of setup? It crossed my mind. Something is going on. So I get in I'm walking to my car. It's parked right in front. And as I'm getting in my car, a police officer does not pull into the parking lot. He pulls up to the stop sign and he shouts out, "You're fucking ugly." And as I get in my car, he is parked not directly behind me, but pretty much behind me, and he's parked askew. He's not parked in a parking spot. He doesn't turn his unit off. And it dawned on me that she had called the police on me, perhaps. Or he had told her, "Hey, next time she's in the store, let me know." I really don't know what was going on. It was very strange, and the way he parked told me that he was responding to a call or he wanted my attention. Why the fuck would you do that? Why wouldn't you just park? So anyway, that I let it go because I didn't really understand what was happening, and we see what we want, as I always say. So the next time I go, or one of the subsequent times that I went, there was a short, fat girl, not chubby, not chunky. She was tubby. She was a barrel. And she looked at me like, oh, she was upset. And I assumed it's because she was busy doing something and I was interrupting her. So I get my drink and I walk to the counter, and sometime during my purchase while I was in the store, she said cuckoo, and I was like, what the hell? So I left. I had my soda, and I'm looking back at the time that I requested assistance from the Circle K manager off of Ennis Jocelyn, when a white, light-colored Maserati or some high-end vehicle followed me into the store, watched me, and shouted out something along the lines of, "You're fucking dead." That's fucking gold. And I couldn't get the information from the manager. Instead, she spread the rumor that I was crazy. Now, this little tubby girl, I don't know where she thinks she knows me from. She was upset with me. She wanted to upset me. She wanted to make me feel uncomfortable. And that's not what I'm there for. I'm a paying customer. I have the right to patronize the establishment. And too much weird shit had happened in that store. I complained. I did not hear a response. Yet somehow today, when I go in to get my drink, the clerk is upset with me. How does that clerk know that it was me that filed that complaint? So, there's a lot of noise. How dare you mention Kyle? How dare you suggest that John Graham raped his daughters? What's the difference between his daughters and my daughter? It's what he does. I don't know that he didn't rape all three of my daughters. So my crime is thinking that I deserve justice, that my daughter deserved to not be raped, that I deserved an education. I deserved not to lose every job I've ever had. I deserve not to lose every apartment, every home I've ever had. I deserve not to be practically gassed to death when we lived in Flower Bluff. So I tell you what, if Chief Rocha covered that up because he had political aspirations, it's not going to happen. Now, I did receive another death threat last night, and today they are all over me like flies on fucking shit. You tell me what I'm doing wrong, and I will stop doing that. What I'm doing wrong is not running over your fucking ass, because you're fucking psychotic. And I will never stop defending my daughter. And I am on the right side of justice.